Hello, friends, and welcome. I'm Sarah Liz. I'm so excited to share details about how you can get your exclusive Swedish Sugar Emergency Holiday Card Kit. I'm teaching in a free summit, but this one is new for me and I'm super excited about it. It's called The Art of Handmade. It is 4 days. 4 days, you guys. There are 36 classes, again, free ticket. And what I love is there's lots of paper crafting. There's card making and ways to make gift boxes and mixed media and all kinds of stuff like that. But it's also talking about sewing and crocheting and knitting and all kinds of things that I have it's the closet of doom over there. The closet of doom is where all of my failed craft projects go, or I got really excited and then I ran out of time. So this is a 4-day summit really geared at getting you to try that new craft that you meant to try and never got around to. While I also think there's a lot in there for some more seasoned crafters. Some of the things that I am most excited about actually are that there's a woman who's going to teach me how to make a wooble. Well, it's not a wooble. It's just like a little knitted, I think it's a chick or crocheted. I don't know how to make it, but I have yarn and I have all of the little clickety clackety things. And then there's someone else who's teaching a class on Procreate, which is like really cheap software. Not cheap, it's good software, but it's really inexpensive. It's a one-time fee, like a $12 or $14 app that I have on my iPad. I got it ages ago and I'm totally overwhelmed, and she's going to teach us how to make coloring pages. She says coloring page and I hear digital stamp. They're the same thing, right? So excited. But then Einat Kessler's here, who makes incredible fun folds and pop-ups and all kinds of things on her channel. And she really does most of it without any specialty products. Debbie J is here. Amy Yulin, I sat right next to her at Paper Ganza. She is fantastic. She's a card maker. She's going to teach us some card making stuff. And what I love is that she's a teacher. I love when teachers teach paper crafting. There's something really special and deliberate about the way that they convey information and really set forth a plan and lesson objectives. I'm such a nerd, you guys, but I'm stoked about it. So tons of classes. I, of course, am teaching a class as well. So this is about building your Christmas card, emergency card stash. We are going to make 3 fun fold cards. I know all these classes are like 20 to 30 minutes. We're making 3 fun folds because no one wants to make an unfun fold, right? So we're going all in. They are using emergency card sentiments, though I will say if you're looking at the sample cards, 2 of them are using a unique size. It's not a standard emergency sentiment, but on this sketch, it will show you how you can use our standard circle or rectangle sentiments, which is perfect. So if you didn't want to make holiday cards, because I know some of us are panicking at the thought of holidays already, you could swap in any of the, get this, I sat down and checked the spreadsheet. There are over 1,600 emergency card sentiments. Get out of town. So you could make these for any occasion and just use the techniques of the fun folds. But if you do want to make holiday cards, this should make it really quick and easy to make a fancy mantle-worthy card for your friends and family. I do want to say too that I was really careful in the kit, and we're going to look at that at the tabletop in just a minute. We'll go through the entire kit because the freebie is 41 pages. A bunch of the digital paper that's in there is just a pattern, and it's not a holiday pattern, so you can use it year-round. You can use it now for birthday cards. You can use it in the spring for spring cards. There's all kinds of ways to stretch this kit, and then some really special stuff. I don't know, just to kind of make it fun and interesting and festive for the holidays, while also keeping it quick and easy. So let's take a look. All right, so this is our kit. It's the Swedish Sugar Holiday Emergency Card Kit, and all 41 pages are part of the freebie. Normally, when I release a big kit like this, about half or more of it is part of paid membership, but that is not the case here, and I get really excited about being able to share this big of a freebie with everybody. There are 2 additional pages that will be in there that have things like my supplies. Really, you can swap in lots of general supplies for these cards, and then you'll have your card sketch and all the instructions for the cards that we're going to make. And then we have sentiments, sweet holiday wishes, candy-coated Christmas joy. May your Christmas be sweet as cocoa. Baking spirits bright, peppermint wishes and mistletoe kisses. Wishing you merry mint and joy. Happy candy cane season. Hot cocoa mugs and warm winter hugs. Sugar and spice, so you'd better be nice. 'Tis the season. A cup of Christmas cheer. Drop it like it's hot chocolate. This could be eggnog. As ever, these are 1 3/4 inch circles. So if you are using a punch, which is my preference just because it's faster, you can wiggle your punch or your die until you can't see that circle anymore. And then you'll know you have it centered. The circle prints ever so slightly bigger, so you don't have to worry about it showing up. But if you are worried, the next page, I removed that printed circle. This is also great if you want to use a different shape or a different size die altogether. Then we have all of those sentiments, but we've got ephemera in the middle. And I love this. This is, to me, really close to the tuck strip sentiments that we've been using. I just think it makes for really quick and easy cards. You've already got that decorative element built in, and these are going to be that same 1 3/4 inch circle. So we have it here, and then I have it again here, but I have a little bit of a background behind it. It's hard to see because my lights are so bright, but it's a very pale blue with a white polka dot background as well. Then we have all of those in our rectangle sentiments. Some of the fonts have changed, but they're exactly the same wording. And then some of them I've split into two, so you can do like an outside and inside sentiment combination. So you'll get it with just our plain white background. And then over here, you're going to get it with that same light blue background with white polka dots. You don't need any punches or dies to cut these out. There are little tick marks on here. Every emergency card kit video on my channel shows you how to do that. Just make sure that you keep this header intact when you're doing these first tick marks, so that when you rotate it, you can still see all the tick marks on the side. Then we have a couple pages that are specialty sizes. So these are 4 1/4 inches tall by 3 inches wide. And I adore these. If you're making really quick cards, this is an easy way to do it. So we have 'Tis the Season, Sugar and Spice, so you'd better be nice. Drop it like it's hot chocolate, and a cup of Christmas cheer. This one has that light blue background with the white polka dots. And I've put 4 on here, so you have tick marks that you can use to cut them out. But then there's one where I removed those images. So if you wanted to, you can add die cuts on here like I did on this one. I love the texture and dimension. Watch me totally break my card. I love the texture and dimension that you get from die cuts. And so this just gives you lots of different ways to use these. Then we have 16 different ephemera pieces. On these, I've made sure that they fit inside that 1 3/4 inch circle so you can punch them out. I just put a 2 inch circle mat behind it to sort of dress them up. And then you've got a page where I've removed that background, and another page where I've added a background that's that light blue with the white polka dots on it as well. Some of these are definitely holiday, but some of these will carry you through the winter, or you could use just for birthdays, and I love that. Then we have our digital paper, and all of these are going to print at a full 8.5 by 11. If you have borderless printing, it will go all the way to the edges. I have that, but I don't use it very often. It doesn't bother me that I'm trimming off the edges because I'm usually cutting it to 4 by 5 1/4. So we have this lovely pattern where we've got a mug and a to-go cup and our little present, a white background and some light pink polka dots that are going to coordinate with that mug. And then we'll get that same pattern in a couple different colorways. So I've added a stripe back there. So the polka dots now are white, and we have a white and taupe stripe. I didn't think I would love this one, but it's one of my favorites. And then we have it with a light blue stripe. We have it with a pink stripe. And then we have it with that rich chocolate brown stripe. And finally with teal. Of course, we have it with teal. Team Teal, let me know where you're at. Our next pattern has these goofy little trees and Christmas gifts. I love it a bunch. There are 7 different backgrounds for this one. So we have light blue, then we have a slightly darker teal, and then a very dark teal. Then we have that same taupe. So all of your patterns and pattern papers and ephemeras are going to coordinate. We have a very specific color palette here. Then we have a slightly darker version of the taupe, and then chocolate brown. I tried to whittle this back, right? And I showed it to my 10-year-old who, believe it or not, is better at design than I am. He's amazing. And he was like, Mom, They're all good. I like this one for this one and that one for that reason. So you're getting all of them. So we have 7 different color palettes. Oh, I forgot the pink one for this second pattern. Then I think this is my favorite part. I have 3 different patterns for you that you will get in 5 different colors. And so we have this lovely polka dot. So you've got larger and smaller polka dots in a random pattern. Then we have this thick stripe pattern. And then I've layered the 2 together, and I don't know what it is, but I love this one so much. And because there's so much white, it's a pretty good ink saver for you too. But we have this then in our dark teal, our chocolate brown, our taupe, our light blue, and our pink. It will coordinate with all of the pattern papers that we've seen so far, but these will stretch far beyond the holiday season. It was really important to me that these not be snowflakes here or here, that they be polka dots so that we would get more use out of them. This is hands down the biggest freebie I have ever given away. I really, really hope you'll grab your free ticket. Again, it's linked in the description box below. I have all the details about the summit. It's from September 15th through, I think, the 18th. It's a 4-day summit, and I am on the 18th. Okay, so if you're trying to plan out your calendar and if you've got that free ticket, when can you see my class? It's going to be on the 18th. I am super excited about this one. I've never done a summit quite like this before. Friends, if you're heading to the summit, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time.